Kevin Wilcox, formerly of EOS Go, is joining us today to talk about the alliance with EOS. Thank you for meeting with us, bud.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys. Yeah.
I have spent so many hours watching you on video, and now I get to actually interview you.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of hours of you driving around on video too.
What's it like to be switching gears?
I think the alliance is interesting for a lot of folks. You know, when you have Akon on the board and Brock Pierce and all these other guys.
Tell us more about the alliance. How did you get involved, and what is it?
Well, so Clay, I used to be with EOS Go, right? We did EOS Go for months, and kind of acting as a neutral in between for block producers and data developers and everything else. The alliance takes it about 3 steps further, right? So we have this board, and we have a group that is now funded. And our goal really is to sort of help facilitate the conversations, provide the platform and the training, the opportunities for folks to sort of become leaders in the community and offer those conversations around important points. For example, right now, the Constitution, we need to talk about worker proposals. Should we get rid of the whole fund altogether? We could either just listen to Dan and follow what he says, or we could come together as a community and discuss these issues and really come to consensus. And it may be what Dan wants after all, but we need to figure that out. And that's what proves us to be a decentralized network, right? That's one of the biggest complaints from outside EOS, is that we're not decentralized enough. So that's a lot of what the Alliance is all about, just proving that EOS is decentralized.
The first time I ever heard of the Alliance, I was taken back a little bit because, you know, we were preached to early on that, you know, we're not really supposed to be communicating with other block producers. How would you describe that to someone who is on the outside looking in? How would you describe that?
So EOS is a collaborative competition more than anything else. You kind of need to have both elements. You need to have these folks competing for their jobs continuously, so they're always putting out value for the network. And also you need to have them working together occasionally, providing info to each other and helping each other improve. So providing tools and competing that way, so who can do the best tools, but also collaborating so who can provide the most service to each other.
Communications director for the Alliance, is that going to be a full-time gig?
Full-time gig. And it will expand as we get bigger, and we're taking on more of these conversations. You know, right now it's just the Constitution referendum series that we've been talking about,
right?
And we're going to do a 12-week series. However, the referendum process is about to be released from that working group, and they need help starting discussions on that in terms of what people want to vote on for their first referendum, how to get people more interested in voting in the first place. We need 15% in order to pass anything, and then have to hold that 15% or higher for 30 days. Which is a tall order unless it's a very popular kind of thing that needs to be fixed. So
right.
We will be helping with a lot of, and also of course, as we talked about, worker proposal fund, that system will release in the next few weeks too, and it'll be a big discussion. Excuse my cat there, she meows.
So how are your feelings on the way things are going so far with the platform?
I think it's going pretty well. I mean, we have to realize this will take a while. You know, we spent so much time on the moon, thinking about the moon, leading up to launch, of course. It's exciting times, but it will take years. I believe in DAX, and I think that when you have enough people with aligned interests, sorry, that's my dog. See, I've got everybody speaking here today.
Everybody's
It's kind of, I mean, it's making open source software profitable, really, in terms of just providing value as an open source developer, but also anyone else who's jumping in as well. And if you're providing value in any way, you can be rewarded for that in micropayments or more. Everybody is kind of incentivized just to jump in and help where they can, as we've already seen, and that will continue to roll and get bigger and bigger as EOS gets bigger. We have Thomas Cox as the executive director. Then we have myself, I'm director of communications, and then we have Myra Wang is her name. She's based in Shanghai, China, and she is the deputy executive director of communication, or deputy executive director, I should say. We also have 7 board members. We have Brock Pierce, Nick Naledo, we have Peter Lee. We have Galia, she's with Bancor, and we have Akon, of course, can't forget about him.
How in the world did Akon get involved with this project?
What's his role?
So Akon is a friend of Brock's, and he is a blockchain fan. He actually was trying to build it's called Acoin, A-K-O-I-N, and this was before his involvement with the Alliance, and I'm not sure what platform he was aiming for, but he brings a lot of visibility to EOS, of course, which is nice, and that's really his biggest benefit. Hopefully we'll meet him in the next few weeks here and learn more about his involvement too.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much, Kevin Wilcox, for coming and joining with us today. We appreciate all your time, And for those of you at home,
Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.